What a wild year. Moving to Oklahoma, my wife and I had another baby. Started here on YouTube. Why did we move to Oklahoma, Spencer? I love tornadoes, that's why. Also, I learned that these videos are on YouTube. I could watch those for 8 hours straight, absolutely. Now, the best thing to have happened in 2023, The Last of Us became a freaking series on HBO. I'm here for it. Now, recap a little bit. In 2022, I learned so many lessons that I'm going to take forward with me into 2023. Let's get into them. Now, perhaps one of the biggest changes is a mindset shift. When it comes to my goals, I flip from being probably 80% what I would call outcome focused, where I care much more about the result at the end of working for something than necessarily having a pretty or a glorious or a fun-filled process to get there. I was like, here's the outcome that I wanted. I don't care what the process looks like, I'm going to get there. Process oriented more so, meaning that process oriented is much more concerned about the pathway of getting somewhere, not as much about the result at the end. They want to enjoy the path to get there, the process, the learning, basically the transit to the goal. I've done a complete switch in 2023. I am like 80% process oriented as opposed to what it was last year. There were several goals of mine that I was working toward heavily, but I hated the process of getting there. And I decided I'm so done with this. I want to enjoy the process. So here I am on YouTube, and that's that. For all of the men out there, I was going to say meth. For all of the men listening to this, stop ignoring mental health. Walking around with issues that are not dealt with, that you've pushed down, that you're hoping are just going to get away, go away. Go away, they're not. Getting help does not make you less masculine, and any other men around you that are having issues, that are afraid to speak up about it, they're going to respect you more and actually think of you more masculine because you were willing to get help and say, hey, you know what? I am struggling and I could really use a talking ear. Is talking ear, is that a term? A listening ear. People are going to come and go from your life, and that is okay. I'm someone with a spiritual walk, and I firmly believe that God puts some people into your life for a reason and others for a season. Sometimes we encounter people in life that are purely just there to teach us a lesson and to teach us about relationships that we know we don't want going forward. There are definitely times when we have to experience things that we maybe don't like or don't want, so that we have a better, more clear understanding of what we do want in the future. You are radically in charge of your own results. You are going to prioritize anything and anyone that you choose to prioritize. Everyone says that they're busy. Everyone will always say, oh my gosh, things are just so crazy right now. I can't do X, Y, and Z. If there is a goal, if there is a person, if there is anything that you want to prioritize, you'll make the time. And we all know it's true. If there's something in your future that you're looking to prioritize, someday equals never. Unless you put a date to it, it's never going to happen. School put a terrible taste in my mouth when it came to education and learning and bettering yourself. I had to stop thinking that learning was a bad pastime, that I was a nerd for doing it. Some people like to come home at the end of the day and they like to play video games to kind of recharge and prepare themselves for the next day, and that's okay. Go for it. I love myself some Warzone myself. But if you're the type of person that likes to come home and you like to read a book on self-improvement, or you like to watch a course on Skillshare about how to do underwater basket weaving, that's awesome. If that recharges you, if that sharpens you for the next day, go for it. Now, I hope that I was able to add at least a little bit of value to you going into 2023 and maybe bring attention to a few things that you might want to change. If you liked this video, you may like the video that I'll put up above here about how to start to combat a perfectionistic mindset and how to move forward and cope with it. Thank you so much for watching, and please consider subscribing.